This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit, what? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna hit one? Puff, puff, then we pass, then we pass, then we pass. This is it, what? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit, what? Got it rolled up, now who really tryna
Oh shit. Look who's back.
Damn.
What a talk about a hiatus, man.
Hiation.
You know what I'm saying? Hibernation in the cut.
Hibernation.
Cooley in the cut with it.
Cooley.
It's your
High
man,
harmony.
EarthTone.
And your man, the real PZ.
And we're back, ladies and gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if y'all been paying attention. Maybe you haven't, but we haven't been around for a minute. You know what I'm saying? It's been a long time.
Shouldn't
have left you. We
without
shouldn't,
a
but we
dope
did.
beat.
And you see it was well worth the wait. We came back
With
big
a
and
dope
better. You know what I'm saying? Big and blacker like Chris Rock.
Bigger and deafer like LL.
They don't know. They don't know.
They don't know about that.
Come on, man. Stop. Well, we got a special one for y'all, right? So we're
real.
not just gonna get back into it and just get back into it. We're gonna step it up a notch. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? To match the level up, the visual level up.
Listen. How
You
my
know what I'm
chain
saying?
looking? How
You
my-
out here?
how-
You 2 chains?
I mean,
2 Chain Peasy today?
Listen, today.
I see you.
Today.
I see you.
I'm feeling the abundance.
I'm loving the plaid.
I'm feeling.
You know what I'm saying?
You
You giving me common circa eclectic circus.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying?
I kind of fuck with the album a little bit.
That was my joint. It was slept on. It was one of those slept on joints. It's all
See
good.
you out there with the blood red, Murder Inc. tone. Know what I'm saying? Giving a little bit of sugar.
I mean, you know what I mean?
Before
I ain't affiliated.
Tupac.
You know what I'm saying? Don't put me out there. I ain't affiliated. I just like the color. That's
Not
all.
Pyru.
That's all.
Okay.
That's all we doing. But we got a special occasion for y'all, man.
Yeah.
It's a historic event, man. I think we had a pinnacle moment in history.
Indeed.
We had one of those pinpoints, you know what I'm saying? You could put a pin in it. We got a legendary, what's soon to be legendary artist on our hands. We got
Already
a pop star,
platinum.
man. Major label support, you know what I'm saying? Got the machine behind him.
All day.
Got the machine
All
behind
day.
him. Openly gay. Queer, Q+, wearing the
Openly.
flag proud, rainbow, all that.
You all
Uncle
right.
Les
You
over
good.
here.
Uncle
Say
Les.
less. He don't say much.
He
You
don't
know what I'm
say
saying?
much.
But we gonna give it to him. Look, first contestant we got, bring it to the stage.
Who we got?
Mind you, we only got 2 of them for the day. This is the special one. Like we told you,
Right.
we're going to get into it.
We're going in.
This is a historic moment. Never have we ever.
Never have I ever.
You know what I'm saying? You talk about numbers, Billboard, all of that. He ain't got to speak. You just look at the stats. Just look at the stats. Lil Nas X, ladies and gentlemen.
Lil Nas 10.
Lil Nas motherfucking 10. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to the stage. Q+
Right.
pop singer / rapper / country star / all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
/ fashion.
He's a fashionista, fashion icon,
Right.
ripping the runway, baby Billy Porter and all of
Pretty
that.
much.
You know what I'm
Met
saying?
Gala situations.
He's giving it to you. He's giving it to you on all levels.
Very much.
So you can't deny him. From Georgia. You know what I'm saying?
Georgia.
Lithia Springs, GA, which is a suburb right outside of Georgia. His parents at a young age split. He's about 6 or so. So he lived with his moms for a bit. And his moms and him, their relationship was a little tumultuous, as you're gonna see as we get into the project.
Yeah,
and then he moved with his pops. So his moms was in Bankhead. His moms was in the hood.
Bankhead.
Yeah, so when they split, his moms went back with the fam. They moved back to the hood.
Right.
He was with his moms for a dip, and then he moved out with his pops, who was a gospel singer. So that kind of was the turning point for him. You know what I'm saying? That's when the pendulum swung. That's when he came of age. He, kind of filling that void to belong to something bigger, to belong to something, a group, be a part of something. So he was one of those Nicki stands. He was a part of the Nicki hive.
Yeah.
He was one of those people that
was
would
a
get
barb.
on you if you say, the barb. If you say some crazy shit about Nicki Minaj, they was getting on you, and they still get on you. You know what it is. People don't even they bite their tongue when it comes to Nicki just because of that. They know the repercussions. He was one of those, man. He was one of those early on the barb trail. Like this is it.
I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it one day.
This is
I'ma
it.
see.
You might as well jump in. You might like it. You don't know. Lil Nas X loved it. You know what I mean? But he still got remnants of that, as we gonna see on the. We gonna get into it. Best known for his diamond certified single. I'm gonna say that again. Best known but his diamond certified single. Now, a diamond certification when it comes to music, you got to do 10 million numbers. That's the equivalent of the streams, however they equate it now. I don't know what the formula is. I ain't going to try to add it up. But that's still 10 million sales. So however many streams, that's a lot of streams, physical sales, album sales, whatever. That Old Town Road went diamond. You know what I'm saying? And this is his coming onto the stage, first single, first time we hearing about Lil Nas X. That's pretty impression. That's nothing to snub your nose at. Like that's kind of, that's some serious shit. We talking about Billboard. All right, so when you bring Billboard into it, you know Billboard is that's the standard for music.
Right.
Billboard Hot 100 single, 19 weeks. Broke a record. Never been done.
Never been done.
Youngest artist to do it.
Youngest artist to do it.
First black queer artist to do it.
First black queer.
Talk about historic, man. This is his first single, though. Like, he just came out on some mistake. I'm going to just throw this up on SoundCloud. I'm playing around. See how it go. You know what I'm saying? Spoof a whole genre. You know what I'm saying? Got them behind it. Got the country rock audience behind it.
Spoofed?
He spoofed it. You know what I'm saying? He was genuine because he's a talented dude. Like, he was like, he do it, but let me play around with this music. Let's see how this country joint go. I got a hernia in a curse, Rudy in a. Come on, man. He was spoofing. You know what I'm saying? He was just playing, but it sounded good because he nice with it. And we caught on, we bought it. And now here he out here with a little bit of a catalog. He dropped the Old Town Road. And then we was like, okay, what's next? Your one-hit wonder. He went through his whole little thing. Then he dropped a little EP, 7. You know what I'm saying? We reviewed that.
We sure
so
did.
We kind of reviewed his whole history. Let me take you through it a little bit. Before we started the show, we came in with the idea, right?
Right.
Before we got everything together, we did 2 drafts. The first draft was a little rocky. Boom. We ain't save it. We went through our trials and tribulations.
Right.
Boom. We chalked it up to a learning
still
experience.
In the cocoon. Still in
the second one, we reviewed Lil Nas X. And that was the joint that never aired. So once we get to a few episodes down the road, we might air some of these unseen episodes. But we reviewed Lil Nas X early joint. Actually, did we do Old Town Road, the remix?
No, but it was on the album.
Okay, it was on the album,
on the EP.
the 7.
Yeah.
The 7 EP, the remix, the original.
Yeah.
So it had like 2 of it. And then we did Holiday. So the 7 review didn't make it.
Right.
But then Holiday made it late last year.
We sure did.
You know what I'm saying? Which I'm glad it didn't make this episode. But we're gonna talk about that later. But yeah, so now we have it. The new project, man, is here. The new baby. Like literally. You know what I'm saying? Talk about a rollout.
Is here.
And I know you know Lil Nas X. You got a little bit of a, I don't know where you stand with the young boy. Like, how you feeling? How you giving it up?
I mean, Niece is doing it. I'm not going to be mad at Niece. You know what I'm saying? Like, Niece is really, really, like, taking care of business. Holds the record 15 times platinum, which is basically diamond, plus an extra 5 million. So that's the highest certification for a single ever. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Niece
like,
is kind of like really making me proud. You know what I'm saying? I might adopt Niece.
You gonna adopt Niece?
I might adopt Niece. I'm thinking about it. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, all right. So while you think about it, let me just read off the company he keeping right now.
All right, what he keeping?
We just talking about Old Town Road.
Who he doing?
The Hot 100 single Billboard chart.
Right.
19 weeks. Nobody ever done it.
Nobody.
Under that, right under that, the next one under that is 16 weeks. So he blew him out by 3 weeks. He got a 3-week cushion. You know what I'm saying? Despacito.
Right, for real.
You know what I'm saying? That's the next joint.
Behind him?
That's the next joint.
Oh, okay.
Under that, guess what we got?
I think it's Mariah Carey.
Mariah Carey, Boys to Men, One Sweet Day. Come on, man. Like, this is the company he keeping. I ain't gonna go. It's a lot of 14s. Once you get to the 14 weekers, it's a few of those. It's about 8 of those.
Yeah.
But
14 weeks is 3 months and 2 weeks.
That's like your promo run. That's like your stretch. It's
that's
like,
a
all
long
right,
time.
if you got one,
this is what you're doing. This is how you stretching the single.
Yeah.
When these days, you put a song out, it's forgotten by the end of the day.
Fam, 19 weeks.
That's all.
This is what we talking about. This is what we talk
5
about when we
months.
talk about this guy. So
So-
that's what you got to put it on. Then he came out with the satanic shoes.
Oh shit.
Dropped the video on you. Dropped down from heaven into hell, right on the Satan's lap. Twerked on him a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Gave him the
little
thing,
bit.
let him smell it. All
A
that.
little bit.
All that.
Smelt the bussy
Gave
live.
it to him. You know what I'm saying? And then went to the awards, gave it up 1,000 times stronger, live in your face, on person, stood tall against the backlash, against the likes of Lil Boosie, T.I., and a bunch of other old, antiquated, thinking ass niggas.
Crusty
You know what I'm
ass.
saying?
Busted ass.
And he out here giving it up for the Q plus community, man. Like I don't know, man. Listen, we gonna get into this music. We gonna get into this project. So he dropped his joint debut. This is the debut studio album. Like we said, we reviewed the 7 joint. That was an EP. This is the album, full length.
The album, this is the project, this is the statement piece that we've been waiting
This is
for.
the statement piece.
We held out.
This is the one, you know, all artists talk about.
Right.
This is the album. It took my whole life
It's
to
the
make this
baby.
album.
Right.
The whoop whoop, the wop wop. All right, my G, I heard you. Montero, you know what I'm saying? Came out
Montero.
September 17th. 15 songs, 47 minutes, 17 seconds. It's a healthy serving.
It's
healthy.
15 songs?
15 songs.
Okay.
15 songs.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Look it up. It's up there.
I just wanted
You
to-
don't
I just
believe
wanted to
me?
make
It's
sure.
15
I just wanted
songs.
to
How
make
many
sure.
songs you had?
No, it's 15.
But what you
It's
thought, though?
15. It's 15. I didn't really wrap
didn't
my head
realize
around
it was that many joints.
I didn't wrap my head around it. It's the whole world that he's created.
Hey man, listen. I'ma just get right into it, y'all. I'ma keep it a buck with y'all.
What's
Since we
going on?
back, you know what I'm saying? We done stepped up the visuals a little bit. We
Oh,
here.
boy.
We done made y'all wait a little bit. I'ma keep it. The least I could do is keep it a buck with you.
Making a way.
78% fire, man.
Okay.
Call the fire trucks out.
Woo.
Go get them. You know what I'm saying?
Woo.
New York Fire Department, where y'all at?
Woo.
Because we in here burning up. You know what I'm saying?
You said 78?
78. 78%
God.
fire.
Oh my God.
That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. Listen. I told y'all this was gonna be a special show.
All right.
We only got 2 artists today. We
Yeah.
normally got 4 for y'all. We got 2 artists. We got 2 full hours. We're gonna delve in.
Whole artist.
This is a full project. We're gonna get into it. You know what I'm saying? But I want to do this one a little different.
How we
right?
gonna do it?
So I want to kind of go song by song and just give our little tidbits. But I want us to both give our grades before we go into it.
Oh, for real?
So I gave mine. So I just want to see what you think. Like, where you at with it? And then let's kind of,
You want to do song by song?
let's just go in. Because we might as well do, if we only doing 2 artists, we might as well just go in. You know what I'm saying? You tell me your highlights. I tell you my highlights. You tell me your lowlights. I tell you my lowlights. And that's how it go like.
I like the way you think. First of all, you not
See?
understanding what's going
That's
on
why we
right now.
sing, man. It's the Herbal Tea Podcast, man.
We do not plan this with each other.
We don't.
We just have a format.
Ever.
So when we come in, you never know what's gonna happen.
It's not a freestyle. It's
This
like
is
a, it's
real
like
time.
It's like a structured freestyle.
Pretty much, basically. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know what he gonna do. You don't know what I'ma do.
Mm-hmm.
And it works out. So,
So
when
you-
you
so
talk
you good
about
with that.
song
You good
by
with that.
song,
Okay. All right.
because that's exactly what I have written down.
But see, I don't want to start going through all of the songs
I got
on
you,
my
I got
own. And
you.
then let's both give our grades at the top, and then we just ping pong it. Let's just, you know what I mean? Let's see where you was at with your, you know what I mean?
All right.
All right,
So
fuck
you
it.
gave him a 78 fire.
78
fire, to be sure.
To
Because y'all
be
be fucking up the
absolutely
scores
sure.
and shit.
78% fire.
So 78 is very much a fire.
Go back,
on the
check some of the
scale.
early episodes, see
Check
how
that
the scale go. We're
How it
gonna
go.
bring it up again. We're gonna do a full joint on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But it's up there.
For
Fire.
real.
You know what it is. When you smoking trees and you got that fire, come on, man.
It's always fire going on in here.
Come on, man.
And not only is he talking about a fire album on his end, he talking about a 78. I gave him
What did you give it?
a 79.
Yo, get
fire.
all right, see, this doesn't happen. This doesn't happen. If you've
79
been following
for
the show,
Nice.
you know it's very rare. First of all, it's very rare that we give you the same range. So 2 fires, all right.
Bro.
I see why you had to confirm and make sure. See, this is why I wanted to get a grade first, and now we can. All right.
And now you got your list. I got my list. This is not playing.
You got your friends. I got my
Zero.
friends, and we could be friends.
We could do this every fucking weekend. You know
what I'm saying?
They don't know. Is that all right with you?
I don't know if they know. I don't know if they read it.
They're not gonna catch it.
But we about to go in. All right. So look, off the top, right? Montero. All right. I'm not really counting, right? Because we heard it. It's the single. It's the lead off joint. He went crazy. That was more so for the visual. The visual did what it did. It sent the message, right?
Okay.
Sent people crazy. All types of panties and bunches.
Right.
Right? First joint we ain't here, that's on the album.
Right.
Dead Right Now.
Okay.
Fam. I fuck with that joint.
Dead Right Now.
I fuck with that joint. So he loved them horns. Him and Day Trip in them. So first of all, I didn't realize that Day Trip was a duo. They're a production duo.
Indeed.
Two young boys. They
Fun
started
fact.
producing in what, like 2014? That's definitely a fun fact. I thought it was just one dude.
I thought it was too until
I saw they have a resume. Like, I don't know if they just started producing in 2014, because I know they have musical background, so they went to school and all of that.
They went to school together.
They don't play around. I watched
serious.
They had he did an interview with Zane Lowe.
Yeah.
Lil Nas.
Yeah.
And both of them were there,
all
and they
there.
came through and they
synced the interview.
Yeah, so this is how I learned it was two of them. So I'm like, wait a minute. Okay, so now it makes sense. They met during Panini pretty much. That was the first joint they made together. And they've been rocking ever since. So it's like, that's a key. Like, people don't realize as an artist to find like that producer or that producer team or duo or whoever that's responsible for your whole sound. They went crazy on this fucking project.
Listen.
And they did, I think they did 10 out of 15 songs or something like that on this project. Something crazy. Like, they did the majority of this project. Dead Right Now is one of them joints. It has like a audio appeal. He kind of going in. The last verse where he goes in on his mom's. Right. And you don't really hear, especially really like young black men.
Yeah.
Our moms is like
that's
one.
Rock.
Like that's
love.
You know what I'm saying?
That's
like you
love.
Rarely hear people going in on their moms like that. But he like, it was not all peaches and cream with Mom Dukes.
Nah.
He was a papa's boy, it seemed like, definitely. Like, once he got into the situation where he was with his pops, it seemed like it was, it was a better situation for him, and he was able to blossom and flourish. But he kind of touches on it, and he goes in. Where you at as far as the Dead Right Now joint? Like,
I'll tell you what.
Was that one of your highlights?
It sure was. Oh, shit. Indeed it was. I'm going to go back to the Montero a little bit because I didn't like the song when it came out as a single. We didn't like the song when it came out as a single. But when I heard the album, it made sense. It made perfect sense.
And when I saw the video,
even
the video don't really got shit to do with it.
No, it's just a visual concept to convey the message, the overall message of what he's trying to do. Yeah. So I liked Montero a little bit better now that I'm hearing it in album form. And it's even a little different in the video because he did a dance break for it. And then that extended the song. But on the album, it's a little shorter, which is dope. Because I like when
tops it off.
That's some old school shit right there. So I like Montero a little bit better. I can tolerate it a little bit more. And Dead Right Now was definitely another hitter for me because he went there. He did win.
That's a nice follow-up. Like for your number 2 on some.
You followed up. You got a couple bars in there.
Yeah. He has some few joints in there. He has some few joints in there. What'd he say? Mama told me she was gonna stop fucking around with that nigga. Told me she was clean, but I'm knowing.
Talk your shit.
Come on, man.
Talk your shit.
She a deceiver. Like he not being sold no more. He done heard the lies. He like, Mom, come on, cool out. We off that. Don't hit me no more. You dead right now.
Right.
Like that's how I feel right now. You ain't in a circle. Small circle. No room for no squares. You a square.
I hear you.
Damn,
like,
that's cold though.
It's a lot.
That's how you feel about Mom Dukes?
Yeah.
Woof. And then to put that out on your your debut. Like
on your debut.
You know what I'm saying? It's a young boy, 22 years old, man. And then we go into you know, the Industry Baby, that's the second mega smash single. Like, all right, you know, it's going crazy. You got Jack Harlow on there. This is the joint Ye came and sprinkled some dust.
Indeed.
You know what I'm saying? He kind of touches on that as well.
He did.
How that whole thing came about. He got introduced, you know, Ye introduced everybody to the village when he creating and recording. Let me listen to your joint, listen to my whole album 40 times, all of that good stuff. They already had this done. He came in and he made them horns come alive, pretty
As
much,
he does,
is what they said.
And we're going to get into that.
And they like them horns, man. They take a day trip, they like them horns.
He likes them horns.
That's what I'm saying. That's the sound.
Like, Lil Nas X likes the horn
Yeah.
because that's what was said. That's what I heard in the interview. And even for that one, they had a co-producer in there named, I think it's Nick Lee. He's like he is just a producer as well.
Okay.
So he was the one that had a collection of horn samples because he told Day Trip, Lil Nas X told Day Trip that he
needed them horns.
So Day Trip went and, hit this dude up. He's got a whole like library of different horn sounds, and of course it's throughout the album. But that's one case. Well, the second case,
the horns are prominent.
They're there
throughout.
They're there. The regal
throughout. Okay.
The regal vibe is there.
But the joint is hard. The video was crazy. I mean, he did his little twerk, his little stiff twerk.
That's low key,
half stiff,
low key, high key. My favorite.
Little half stiff, little booty twerk. Little, you know what I mean? I was like, look at Lil Nas.
I know Niece. Niece is really giving it up, and I was loving
dropping the soap, doing routines and shit. Little, you know what I mean? Look at Lil.
I'm so proud of Niece. That's the whole thing.
But this is why we had to make this an event, and I'm so glad that we both enjoyed the project. Because it would have been terrible for us to have to come in here and rip them, because we would have ripped them.
I would have.
If it was true, we would have ripped them. We would have had to. Like, it's,
and I'm still,
you know how we give it up.
I still got things to say, but
yeah, of course, we're gonna get to the. It ain't all roses.
No,
it ain't all roses.
Indeed,
we're gonna get to it.
Right.
That's what I want. First of all, hold on. Let's get back to Industry Baby.
Are we not done with that one? Okay.
Wait, I just want to give Jack Harlow a little bit more love. Because
my God.
He been giving it up as far as the rollout and even the video. Like, he even mentioned that he would have took it, like he would have let Lil Nas have him do whatever.
You took that seriously? Okay.
He said that, and I know, but that's part. But even that,
it's the fact that he's in on it.
This is what I'm saying.
He's part.
This is what I'm saying.
He fucks
he's
with it
playing
that
to
much.
the audience, he's giving it up. And I appreciate that, because it's not a lot of artists that's in his class as far as hip hop that would do that.
That would do it.
You know that.
And that's I give it up to that.
I give him the medal for that, man. You gotta get that up. So I just wanted to bring that up and get
shout
that
out
up,
to Jack Harlow,
because that's like ally status. He got a few checks, couple more checks to check.
Right.
That's
real.
Definitely a big check
it's a
right
big
there.
one. It's a big one.
So next we go into That's What I Want. You know what I'm saying? That's giving me he has a knack, which he shows throughout this project, and which is one of the reasons why I gave him such a high grade. He does a lot of different styles and a lot of different genres really well. And that's hard to do. It's a lot of people that can dibble and dabble and rap. They might could hold a note here and there. They might could give you a little bit. But for you to give me a whole rock ballad, a whole grunge joint, a whole pop rock joint, a whole rap joint, a whole trap joint, like, you give me all these styles and you kind of executing them all like you do this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and this is his debut album. Like, you can't really take that lightly, on top of all of the pressure he has going on outside of the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like, think about all of the music is done. Boom. Your name in headlines for other reasons. Niggas is on tour doing things, shenanigans, and then your name is being wrapped in. So now you gotta. It's just like he got to maneuver so much other things, and it's kind of impressive that he was able to crank this out. Amongst, mind you, they recorded this during the pandemic. This a pandemic baby.
Indeed.
You know?
He's a machine. This song gave me Kelly Clarkson. Since You've Been Gone.
Interesting.
Because of the way he gave it up at the end of the song. That's what I fucking want. You know what I'm saying? And I liked it. I lived for this song, especially the video. Like the whole video, all of the videos for the project are excellent.
All of them.
Just beyond reproach.
Top of the line.
He's doing shit in his videos that niggas is just naturally not gonna do.
He's making movie trailers. Like they're like movie trailers.
Yo, he's gonna be the one to watch. I wouldn't be surprised if he does get into movies and get into the acting and executive producing. I fuck with his vision. He's writing these concepts, and he's
doing his video treatments.
Sony. Yeah. He's doing his video treatments. He's like, hey, Sony, this is what I want to do. He's like, oh, word, we can do a budget for that, because you already know, like, that's kind of their cash cow right now. But when you have the freedom to do it like that, do it all the way up.
Might as well. Like, you got the budget. You got the machine behind you.
You got the whole machine behind you. That's what I want. Video is I can't even choose between Industry Baby and That's What I Want, because those two videos.
In the locker room now. You ain't never see that before. This is what I mean by historic. You never seen visuals like this vivid, this well done, this well produced. That's just in your face, unapologetic, and then on a pop star level.
Yeah.
That's the key. That's the kicker. Like, we know artists that's done it, that's artistic, that have that level, that have that ability, but to have that platform and to have that visibility and then to reach that many like people and then to hold it down like that. Come on, man, the maneuvering. But fun fact on that song, that's what he fucking want. He's saying he want love and all that, but apparently he just did an Andy Cohen interview on Sirius.
Oh, you caught the Andy Cohen interview?
Come on, man. I'm out here. I'm out. I know you the street correspondent, but I'm also in these streets a little bit.
I hear you. I see you. And
but I got my ear to the streets a little bit. But apparently him and his boo, it ain't work out. He 22. Come on, man.
It happens. You be all right.
You be all right. You gonna settle down.
Concentrate
this is
on
the good
career.
time to do it. Go focus on you. You having a moment right now. This is your moment. You know what I'm saying? You gotta ride that out. Apparently that's not really what he wanted. So long story short, it is what it is. He out here single and mingling.
Single again.
Dick swingling.
Back on the prowl.
You know what I'm saying? And that's how they gonna do it.
Right.
That's how they gonna do it. But speaking of, so he goes into the art of realization, which is just a little skit, it's a little interlude. He pretty much talk about coasting, riding through life. What is he riding for? He don't really know. Riding through out of purpose, kind of cruise controlling it. And then he goes into Scoop.
Scoop.
Let me just tell you.
Scoop.
It's my favorite song on the project.
I had a feeling it.
Point blank period. You know how, first of all, you know how I feel about Doja.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about Doja.
You expressed your love for Doja.
I'm a bit of a fan. Like, what's her hive called? Like, what's her hive? Like I
don't know if
felines,
she has one. I don't know if she has a hive.
The cats,
or anything like that.
The cub, like what's the tiger cubs? Like what's her
hive?
Know. Because I think I might be in it.
She would come up with something totally left.
I think I might be in the Doja Cat hive, but that's neither here nor there. This song right here, man, it's one of them joints. It's like a guilty pleasure. This is like opening up like a miniature Snickers. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't need the whole bar. You just need a little bit because it packs such a punch and a little bite. You know the song The Rottweiler. I think we compared that before. That's like one of them joints. It's short and sweet. It gets to the point, but it's like it's such a little ride. And the beat is hard. It's infectious. Day Trip, of course, again. It sounds like a Doja joint. It sounds like a joint that would be on her project to me. She went off on it. She went off, man. She only gave you a hot 16. She went off. Lil Nas went off. He's good at his little like pre-bridges and like he knows how to sequence his music, which I like. He does like a little break. He'll give you a little 8-bar verse here. He'll sing in his falsetto here. He'll go into his baritone over here. You know what I'm saying? Like he plays, like he's very dynamic with the way he uses his voice. The vocal performances on this project, I don't know. What you thought about Scoop? What you thought about Scoop?
No, I never seen a nigga doing Pilates. But the song might make me wonder if it's possible.
Come on, man.
So you like Scoop?
I love Scoop.
That's your favorite
This
song.
is my jam. I can't put this on and just listen to it one time. Like, I got to listen to it at least twice.
This is track 5?
Yeah. This
Track
is early
5.
on. Like, we still getting warmed up.
So my favorite song is coming up right behind it.
You see what type of shit this is? But mind you,
behind
I
it.
love this song that's coming up.
Oh
so
my
we can
God.
get right into it.
Oh my
So we
God.
can get right into it.
So the song is called
Say you
Wanna
wanna
Me.
me, say you wanna me, yeah, yeah. Say
I
you wanna-
like this.
What?
I don't like that.
Man.
Do this here. Don't
Don't
you
you
do
do
that.
that.
Haven't we all been through phases where we're trying to do our thing as an artist, but we trying new shit, and fans, you know, maybe unwittingly might pass a little comment to kind of make you feel like, oh, maybe I shouldn't have tried that, or
Get you
know
all
what I'm
in
saying?
your
Get you
head.
all in your head or in your feelings.
When you
about some
already
shit.
in your shit.
You already, because you're an artist.
Come on.
I've been through that. I can say that plenty of times. He kind of sang my whole feeling about that. And then on top of that, Elton John does the keys throughout
He
the
did
track.
the finger magic thing on the piano. Like,
And then the whole beat itself, like, it has a swing to it that caught my whole ear. The entire thing, not just half, not just the low. It caught the entire. So I was engaged, and that is one of my definitely favorite. Like, it's a cute fucking song.
Love it.
He really has a knack for melody, and I really am
it's
feeling
different though.
niece
All right,
for
so,
melody.
So here's the thing. I saw a meme about the album, and it was like me listening to Lil Nas X, and it was like half of it they was like partying, and then the other one, you see, them, and they was
the
crying,
crying
like, in a
and shit,
corner,
yeah.
and I'm like, all right.
Don't listen to it on shuffle because you'll be dancing
Yeah,
and
yeah.
bouncing. And
But
1
even
minute,
not on shuffle, he kind of takes you on a ride where he going
really
back and forth. He
does.
goes from Scoop to One of Me,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
that's a drastic.
It's a different vibe.
You know what I'm saying? But it's a journey. He's taking you
Yeah.
on a journey, and that's some real shit. You go through that. Like,
We're human. We
it ain't
experience
necessarily
different things.
him all talking from the standpoint of the audience. He's talking from the standpoint of his own consciousness as well. Like, all right, don't do this, do that. Like, we ain't nothing but walking hypocrites. We might wake up in the morning and feel another way. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we do that kind of all of the time.
Absolutely. He's still young. He's like, we kind of been
22,
through
man.
it. He's 22
He's a
years
young
old.
boy. He
so
just got out of
He might
college.
still be navigating some of the pitfalls of what it's like to be queer and black and open.
Not even might be. And you got to realize as well, this success was a mistake. Like, he kind of blew overnight on some. You talk about an overnight success. That's
Something like
that's
that.
what happened. He kind of had to pick up the pieces and figure it out.
Yeah,
like,
figure it out real quick.
all right, you gonna extend this and do what you got to do,
gotta
or
go
you
up
gonna
fast.
get crushed by the pressure.
Yep.
And he rose to the occasion. Well, so far, you know what I'm saying? He's been doing it so far. Lost in Citadel.
Lost in the Citadel
What do you think? Where you at with this one?
is another highlight of mine. Let me see. Hold on. Give me a minute. Give me
This one gave me like alt rock, mid 90s, late 90s, Fallout Boy type. You know what I'm saying? It gave me that type of fast pace. I'm in love, but I'm also like running through life trying to figure it out. Like, thoughts a little frazzled.
Yo.
The beat gives you that energy, that teenage angst a little bit, but
It does. It does.
but with polished melodies and singing.
Polished
you know what I'm saying?
production
It's
all the
kinda
way
like
through. He does pop rock really well.
with a sprinkle of grunge. It's
With
like
a
a sprinkle of it.
It's a little bit of edge
Just
to it.
a little bit, just
A
like
little.
like a couple shakes, like two shakes.
I think he's
two shakes of
little-
adobo.
He might be a little too clean for the grunge, but he's doing the pop rock part.
But
really,
see, you
really
gotta
well.
solidify your pop status, which is what he's doing. You
Yes,
can't get
true.
too grunge.
You can't be
like
too
he's
hard.
showing the seedlings of like a little bit of edge.
What I'm talking about as far as like making a grunge song, like I don't know if he has the voice to kind of give me like a Nirvana. That's what I think of when I think of grunge. He's not giving me that just yet. Nice is not
Okay.
there. But at the same time, like he sells his emotions in the song. Like, so this song's kind of depressing. This is kind of the part of the album where it starts to
Takes a turn a
It
little
takes
bit.
a turn a little bit. He's looking more inward and it's feeling a little bit more emotional.
Okay.
I'll say.
Okay.
A little bit more
getting
depressing.
his emo bag.
He's definitely getting his emo bag.
Okay,
He
okay.
sells it though, and that's the thing. Like you and I
But
might
this is what
try
I'm
it.
saying. All right.
You and I might try it, but are we gonna be able to
Is
be
it viable? Is it plausible?
Is it something that is gonna work? Is it our sound? You gotta find your tone. You gotta find that energy to be able to do it. The fact that he's pulling it off, he's got a lot of bags that he could dip into. He don't have
That's
to
a
just
good way to put it.
do rap.
Bag.
He don't have to do just pop. He don't have to do just rock. He can do whatever. And it's like a cross platform type situation where he'll have hits on hip hop, pop, alternative rock, and be winning. And I think I'm very proud of Nice for that.
You just sparked a new idea.
What happened?
He needs to do a song called Bag Lady. Because he got so many
Talk
bags.
about the bags.
But he got to get Erykah Badu.
He gotta
on it.
get Badu.
It's going to be Bag Lady Part 2. Like on
Oh
some,
man.
But he talking about all of the bags that he got. He the bag lady because he got so many bags he could get in.
But see, Neo Soul is not one of the bags. That's the thing. Can he
How you
match
know?
Erykah?
How you know?
He ain't tried it on this album. I think I
but
would
how you
heard
know?
it.
But how you know that ain't a bag? Just
It
because
might
you ain't heard
be.
it?
It might be.
We ain't hear none of these bags.
You right. You absolutely right.
We ain't hear
there's
some
a
of these
chance.
bags yet, and
There's
he
a
pulled them
chance.
out.
There's a chance. You
This
right.
is what I'm saying.
But you know,
He might
I'm
have
just
a fanny
going-
pack.
I'm going for an objective perspective, and I don't think what's in the fanny pack is
He
really
might
that
have
much
a
that's
Neo
left.
Soul fanny pack. I don't know.
Erykah, come to the stage.
I don't know.
And you
I'm
be
just
the
putting
judge.
it into
Let
the
us know.
atmosphere. I'm just putting it out there.
You right.
All right, so we got into the Lost in Citadel. You know what I'm saying?
Most of Citadel's cute.
It was cute.
It's
It was cute.
I love it. I love it.
We get into on the same dollar signs. All right, I'm just give it to you cold cut. You know what I'm saying? Like a slice of turkey. My least favorite song on the album.
Woo, man.
Hated it.
Oh man.
I ain't like it, man.
glad
And then I
somebody said
heard like it's Meg. Like you hear Lil Nas and Meg. It's like, all right, come on, all right. I know he wanted Cardi. I know he wanted Nicki. But he couldn't, they wasn't, you know what I'm saying? It was a pandemic, a lot going on. They probably had albums they was working on, people having babies. All right, I get it. Couldn't get them. Meg, come on, come through, give me this solid. This wasn't the joint to give. Was this Day Tripping them? I think this was Day Trip.
Definitely
like this,
Day Trip. There's another
they
one.
brought
of those
they
horn
tried to go with the
songs.
horn. This sound like a forced horn one. Like this sound like they got to like the 7th, the 8th horn beat, and we're just like, all right, we already
like
got the
horns,
horn
we'll
theme
put it up
going, so
there.
let's just get Meg. I don't know, man. That's just me. I ain't gonna go into it on it. I don't want to. But this was the low light for me. This was my least favorite joint on the album.
This is the thing that this is the thing that I have about Nice.
Mm-hmm.
So is he a rapper?
No.
Is he pop?
Yes.
Is he rock?
Yes.
Can he be all three?
Yes. Can he be good at all three? I think rapping is not his Achilles heel, but if you're talking about the three, the trifecta, that's not his strongest suit.
That's the weakest link,
Yeah.
right?
You
That's
are
the
the
weakest
weakest link.
link.
Goodbye.
You see,
Remember that?
Right, exactly.
I don't know about that show.
You know what I'm
Come
saying?
on, man.
What
Where
is
is
it?
she at? Is she?
I don't know,
Is
but-
she still around? Did she make it through the pandemic?
She
Oh my
might
God, I
not,
hope
but
so.
Jane Lynch is hosting it now because I've seen it.
Oh, it's still out.
It's still out. It's still
Oh
going,
my
but it's not the same
God.
lady. Jane Lynch is doing it.
Shout out to the weakest
but
link.
you already know.
Yeah, his
I've been doing
rapping
it.
is his weakest link, but it's
And-
not awful
It's not awful,
and it's not bad.
and he doesn't do too much of it.
It's decent.
It's decent.
He could give you a 16, and he knows not to. That's the thing. Like he knows to
Overextend.
stay in his
He
lane. He know
knows
like
not to play outside
this is what a
the
little too
yard.
hot right here. Let me just give you.
He not to play
I'm just
outside
dipping
the
it.
yard. Just
I'ma just
invite-
dipping it and then I'ma
invite
come out.
people and see who come through.
I'ma just
invite
coat my-
everybody in the playground.
Yeah, exactly.
And see who come through to the backyard and see who sticks around. So
Just coat the strawberry.
that's it.
That's it. Just
coat it with
and
a
then-
little
and
bit
get
of
out of
sugar,
there. And get up out of there.
And then dip the foot in the kiddie pool prudently. And because Nice is not really ready for he's not ready to really play with Megan like that. And I think that's why Megan's verse even came off as mailed in. Because in my opinion, and I agree with you, this is one of the worst songs for me. So
it just wasn't the one to give Meg for me. Like, I feel like you hear the production on this project.
Yeah.
He had a wealth of production. You know the joints that didn't make the project. That's the one you gave Meg.
I know. It was
I see why she mailed it in.
Yeah.
Like, it just wasn't.
And on top, but see, on top of that, he's not playing with Meg. Meg is not playing with him.
But he don't gotta play with Meg though. He ain't play with Doja. He ain't play with Doja.
Doja's different though.
Who took the song?
Well, Doja.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. He gave 2 verses,
but
he ain't had to play with Meg.
But at the same time,
he just had to give Meg something better than that.
Right. Well, beat wise, of course.
That's all.
Now I'm only saying just for the rap part. Now I think the beat is trash. Not all the way trash. It's kind of cute, but it's not the song I would have put Megan on either. But then again, what is the song that he had on the album that he would put Megan on? But let's
move on. We'll digress. Yeah. We gave
I digress.
Yeah.
Right.
Tells a Dominica, or is it Dominica?
I think he pronounced it Dominica.
Where you at with it? How you feeling?
I'm not really feeling that strongly about this record. It's giving Beatles. It's like giving Beatles.
The Beatles?
Wouldn't it be nice? Because that's the kind of melody that it's giving. It's another pop rocky melody. Yeah, it's giving that.
I feel like I heard it before. Yeah,
that's kind of why I was like, it definitely feels.
It feels very recycled.
That was the closest thing I could think of.
Okay.
To kind of like,
I didn't even register the Beatles, but then now you said it, I can't unsee it. You know
what I'm saying? It's not one of my favorite strong ones from him.
Yeah,
so
it wasn't a strong suit.
Okay, all
right, we'll both move on. We agree on that one. That ain't much to go in.
Right.
Sun Goes Down now.
Hold on.
Yeah, Sun Goes Down, and that I feel like that's like maybe the 3rd single or like single 1B.
This was like right after Montero. He did this record. After Montero, he put the video off. I think it may be like in May.
This joint is ill, bro. Like this is like one of them pop ballad type. And then the melodies is ill and infectious, and then like he kind of going in. Like lyrically with the pen, like, and mind you, he has writing credits on every one of these songs.
So he's writing all.
So
he
has a hands in all of this.
He's writing all of this.
He gets help, whatever help he get, whatever. But he's writing on all of these joints. This Sun Goes Down joint is ill. I really fuck with it. It puts you in one of those. First, just the production puts you in one of those moods. Like I feel like I'm kind of in the back of a car, just riding, looking at like scenery and shit, just thinking about like where I'm at currently in life and shit. It's one of those, it puts you in that, and then he kind of just, in his introspective, in the back of my mind, I sit and look at the wall, and I hear my conscience call. You know what I'm saying? Like he in one of those bags, and it's just kind of dope, because one of the biggest reasons why I gave this such a high grade is because of the vocal performance, man. Yeah. Like I haven't heard, especially a young black queer artist,
blow like
out
this.
And proud. Male on top of that, like that's a lot within itself. We know what that holds. It's just heavy.
Yeah.
And then to produce and perform on this level with your first project, kudos, man.
Listen, Sun Goes Down was definitely a highlight for me. It actually is like the video makes me feel emotional because the video itself is moody. He said
it's the prom joint.
This is the prom joint with the purple lighting all over it. He said this is one of his least favorite videos that he did. And I guess it
was hard to do.
I don't know. He didn't give a reason as to why, but I kind of see, just because it's like, the ones he liked are the ones where it's more visual graphics on it. So the stuff where you have to create a set where it's like real time, because he doesn't like the Old Town Road video that much either. Yeah. So but I like. But
I mean, that might have been tough for him, like emotionally, just to
that
carry
too,
out.
Which is what I also believe, and might have took a lot. But I like that vulnerability a lot, and the video shows a lot. It's like, so, man, it's everything. It's everything that I felt at that point in my life. It even still conjures up bits and pieces of that pain. You know what I'm saying? He's really, really good at connecting like that. So I got to give him.
He got a knack, man. The young boy got a knack.
This is just straight up pop song to me. So like contemporary pop. So
I was gonna say
it's bad
because this is like folk songwriter, acoustic, emo type joint. You know what I'm saying? Like
a maybe a Ryan Tedder would write this type of record, or somebody similar, Taylor Swift could get in that mode.
You know what I'm saying? Like
a pop moment.
Want it. Bag Lady, man. That might be the nickname for Lil Nas, Bag Lady, man. Like, he got a lot of bags. Because, look, then he goes into Void. Mm-hmm. I mean,
oh, man.
You talk about an emo rock ballad.
Oh, my God.
His choice, like, the moments he chooses to go into different flows and falsettos and different octaves, it's just different. Like, those are the things that get stuck in your head. Like, that's the shit I hear, like, just, like, randomly. Just pop in my head.
Yeah.
For what? Why?
What we gonna use it for?
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
he found a place for it.
It's ill.
Oh, man.
It's ill. It makes sense. It flows with the rest of the song.
Oh, my God. This song. It reminds me of Kanye in that one, because that part, he would do stuff like that.
Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. What? What are he saying even? But it's so ill. It's just like a period at the end of the bar.
This is another one.
Like, it's an audio period.
It broke my heart. It broke my heart, this song.
Come on, man. Different type of shit. Like, we gonna keep it moving, man.
That was a highlight.
That was another highlight. Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, just he get you in your bag.
Just to be clear.
Don't want it.
I didn't want it. I didn't want it.
And then I ain't want it. Tell him want it. Tell that nigga I ain't want it on a joint. It was cool. It could have been left off. It was alright. It was definitely one of the joints that kept it from being, up there in the percentages. It was a low light for me.
A higher fire.
Yeah, it could have been a higher fire. Definitely. It could have been a higher fire. That Dollar Sign Slime and this one was probably my two least favorite joints. I was like, yeah, I ain't want it. I was cool.
You didn't fuck with that one.
He kind of threw the Old Town Road flow on there a little bit.
That's what he was trying to do.
That's what I heard.
Come on, niece.
That's what I heard. I mean, it was kind of, and I got the sentiment behind it. Tell the Reaper he don't want it.
Yeah,
I get it. You ain't, but it might work. I can hear how it could work. I can hear it on movies. I can hear it for like a soundtrack type joint.
There's another artist that we're going to review that's way better at that. But we'll save that. Okay?
Yes.
Life After Salem.
Life After Salem, man. All right, so listen. You talk about he don't give you grunge. He don't got the voice. But he gave me some edgy emotion on this one, man.
He sold
those eerie, like that. That's he gave me Ozzy Osbourne. This is like some like a ballad Metallica would do, like production wise, just the sound of it. I want you to take. He got that dark eerie guitars, and then you give me that soft, nonchalant flow over it. Like
this wasn't it for me.
It was a highlight for me.
He didn't sell the grunginess.
You wasn't feeling it?
Niece wasn't selling the grunginess.
Okay,
for me.
I hear you.
It wasn't the Girl Scout cookie flavor that I would have went for.
Oh my God. You know Girl Scout cookies.
I fuck with the Girl Scout cookies, but sometimes them flavors, some of them I can't get near them.
You see, you got the knockoffs.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. The ones that you get from Rite Aid.
Damn. You can't cop those. Like Girl Scout cookies ain't even in season right now. Like if you don't see the chart with like the prices, nah, man, that shit ain't official.
Life After Salem was that. I heard he was going for it. Which is another reason why I respect it.
He took the risk
because he went for it.
Took the risk
when other niggas would not have done it.
All right,
and he didn't do it all the way perfectly. I think age would give him a little bit more.
He's 22.
He is too young, and I don't know how old those guys were. Metallica. The Nirvanas, the Led Zeppelins of the world. I don't know how old those guys were, but I just think sometimes, him it could be a little with connecting with some of the songs. The maturity has to be there. Just,
Okay.
You know, just a
Let
little
me
bit
ask
of
you
voice
this:
giveaways. Wow.
Is he trying to insinuate that he's a Wiccan?
That's what I was trying to figure out too with
I
the Salem situation. I didn't even get it. And I'm looking for the commentary on the song. I'm trying to understand. Because some of these songs.
So it wasn't just me.
No.
All right, cool,
I was definitely thinking of
cool.
what's the witch trial happened? Does he feel like.
Like what happened? Like when did you get burned at the stake?
Did he
like
get
what
burned?
happened?
Right.
Is this your second life?
Is this what you feel? Is this what you going through right now?
Yeah, like
yeah. I didn't see it either.
All right, cool.
But I definitely caught the.
Okay.
Caught the
All right.
vibe.
Bet. Okay. So he closes it out with the one and only another bag lady.
Yeah. Yeah.
A fellow bag lady herself.
Yeah.
Miss Miley Cyrus.
Right. Had to get
let alone her pops.
Right. She had to complete the
help
family
catapult
circle.
the single to 19 weeks.
And the last song
Billy Ray himself.
on
Come
the
on,
album
man. Is that not like who does that?
It's beautiful.
First of all, poetic. I came out with Old Town Road, right?
It's poetic.
Duke job.
Yeah.
To the point where y'all thought I was a new, they thought I was Hootie from Hootie and the Blowfish.
Yeah.
It wasn't that.
Yeah.
And now y'all mad at me. Y'all shut me from the whole genre.
Right.
But look who comes along and show me love. Throw me under their wing. Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
Y'all know this y'all man.
One of y'all favorite motherfuckers.
Say something to him.
He not having that.
He hopped on a remix.
Y'all not taking Nikki Breaky.
He hopped on a remix. First of all, it's been 4 other remixes already. But this is the official remix.
Right.
Billy Ray Cyrus. Boom.
Period.
Shit goes 19. Now, my debut album, debut LP, got his daughter, fellow bag lady, closing out the joint with another ballad. He not playing with y'all. Like,
he went for it, but this one.
And Miley don't play.
Oh, Miley does not.
Like, now this is another risk he took that I feel like he. You know what I'm saying? Just short. He could have put a little bit more powder on his palms. He might have held on a little bit.
Stuck the
but it's
landing
Miley.
like
Miley she not for play out here. And this is kind of her bag. And they took you to this is like a deep country ballad almost type joint. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Another
Which
thing.
is, they in a songwriter's bag, but he just, I don't know. I don't think he kept up with Miley on this one.
I don't think he did either. It's also, so really for me, the album should have ended at Void. It would have been a moon rock.
You see what people trim the fat?
Yeah. This
what
is what
trimming the fat can do?
This is what.
But a 78 and a 79
not bad at
fire?
All. Nah, not at
all. From us too? Shit. Listen, man. What else you got? I'm done. I feel like we squeezed out all of the juice.
Hold on.
What you got? What tidbits you got? I mean, what else can we say?
I didn't expect.
What else can we say? This is amazing. Like, I'm enjoying this because to
go through track.
You know how you feel about. That's why I talked about it. I'm like, y'all have a little bit. I don't know where y'all stand. Like, y'all got a rocky relationship.
I don't understand.
So the fact for you to come through and give him 1% over me. Shit.
I don't understand why he thinks I'm hard on Niece like that. I just want the best out of my family.
Tough love. I'm not saying there's nothing. I'm not even saying there's nothing wrong with it.
Right. I just think, I see so much more.
But that's why it works out because you going like, you know what I'm saying? You going to be like, bam, 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 dumbass. Right. And then they going to be coming to me like, no, because Peasy said that.
Cry.
I'm like, no, but he made a point because woo, 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 woo. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's how we good cop, bad cop. You know how this go?
That's how it is. Shout out to him for covering Jolene.
Fam.
Shout out to him for covering Jolene.
But this is what I'm saying. When you talk about the points and the percentages, and then you go down to the rollout, the visuals, and then you got a Ye cosign to sprinkle a little bit more dust, who happens to be talking about... Speaking of, you know what I'm saying? Like, go ahead, man. Go ahead. Tell the people. Let them know. Do what you got to do.
The ally of the day today, if y'all have not already picked up on the subtle clues.
We told them. We did tell them.
We did.
We pre-warned them that this was going to be a special event.
But let me allow me to reintroduce myself.
Go ahead, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Go ahead.
The ally of the day.
It's the ally of the day. Come on, man. Like,
we doing it. See, we got the harmonies.
It's too many. You talk about. Listen, Lil Nas ain't the only one that got bags.
He's not the only one that got bags.
All right.
So the ally of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is Kanye Omari West.
Come on, Cal.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, Cal.
You know what I'm saying? Kanye Omari West. You might have heard of him. Have you heard of him?
I think so. What?
Yeah,
he sound familiar. Was he married to that Kim Kardashian?
That porn star girl?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. That's where I heard him from.
Okay. They had some kids.
Okay.
She's a nice girl.
Sounds about right. I like him.
Yeah, I like
them.
Yeah, he's all right. You know what I'm saying? A little, nutso.
Listen, he's an ally. We can't be too hard on him.
No, we can't.
Yes, we can. God damn it.
Totally be too
Tough
hard
love.
on him.
You could be hard on Lil Nas X. We could be hard on Kanye.
Absolutely. Matter of fact, he's going to get it double.
He deserves it.
He's going to get a double time. But yes, Kanye Omari West is a musician. You guys know who the fuck he is. We reviewed this motherfucker before. Last time we reviewed him was, I think, on the first month that we did it. We did his last album.
Oh my God, we did do the last.
We did. We did the last album.
What is it? Jesus home? Jesus come
King.
home? Jesus is King. I said Jesus come. Kingdom come and Jesus is King combined. Watch the throne. They said it.
Right.
Listen,
right.
They said it might happen.
Look what happened.
Jesus come. That might be the name of the album.
Right. Jesus is coming.
Listen, I'll be putting shit in the universe.
Jesus comes soon. That's
Jesus
the
soon come.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, you already know, musician, podcaster.
He got a podcast?
He's not a podcaster.
I was about to say, Ye got a pod.
He does not have a podcast.
Don't be out here telling lies.
There are people out here who are podcasting.
Don't
simply
be out
about
here telling
what
lies.
we're about to talk about. But artist, of course, author, designer, sold over 32 million records, 114 million digital tracks worldwide.
Okay.
10 consecutive #1 albums.
Damn.
7 #1 singles, I believe. 54 Grammy nods, 22 wins. One of them he ain't even give a fuck about. He pissed on it. You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
one
Because that's
he grabbed
the
the joint
level
from Taylor Swift.
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, no. I don't know if he grabbed that one from Taylor.
Oh no, that wasn't the Grammy. That was VMAs.
That was VMAs. Yeah. So
You wouldn't disrespect
he
the
was
Grammys.
another, controversial thing where he threw Grammy in the toilet.
Well, niggas done pissed in Grammys, drank champagne out of
people
it.
done things,
Yeah.
but that's cute how he did it. And obviously one of the most acclaimed artists of the past 2 decades. I mean, you've heard of Kanye.
I definitely heard of
He's
Kanye.
a polarizing
Kanye,
individual, ain't he?
Listen,
He's something.
Kanye. He's an interesting, polarizing character. I got a lot of love for Kanye. I kind of came upon Kanye in those impressionable years when I was listening to music. It was a whole era. It was a shift in hip hop. It was a shift in rap. He was doing things that people weren't doing. He was saying shit that people weren't saying at the time, that people wouldn't stand on, which is one of the biggest reasons why we made him an ally of the day, because he was saying shit back when you wasn't just saying and showing support for the Q+ community. Like, he was saying it when he didn't have to say it.
He did not have to say
You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't even in his peak prime position where he couldn't be knocked off.
Right.
He was taking risks saying shit on mega platforms.
He had a platform.
And you can't take that away from him. You know what I'm saying? Aside from all of the other shenanigans that he's done, everybody know about all of that shit, the bullshit. But you got to think about the things that he's been connected to and around, and just his way of thinking, and his
came up different.
It's just very different. Even when you hear like his mother speak on a project, you know what I'm saying? Like, which that's one of the. All right, so we ain't even.
Hold on.
Let me pump my brakes. Go ahead.
Let's pump the brakes.
Yeah,
a little
go ahead.
bit.
Go ahead. Reel me in.
You already gave him.
Go ahead. Yeah, reel me in.
It's funny because we basically already gave you a primer on Kanye West last time we did it, but we're gonna go through it again because some things are different, some things have changed. But Ally, obviously, because he was the first to speak on homophobia in hip hop, like actually blatantly called it out on a whole platform,
MTV.
Sway, and it will go down in history as the one thing that he's done that, You know, he's been following through. But you know what's crazy is before he started doing Sunday services, and when we were looking at no, not before he started doing Sunday services, when we were looking up, I was researching him for Jesus is King, and you put Ally next to Kanye West, first thing that come up, the 2005 interview with Sway. Now when you look that shit up, all you see is when he was endorsing Donald Trump,
you see,
and then all those rallies that he did, and everybody, first thing they say, anti-LGBTQ, clothes on Sunday, bullshit like that.
But you can see how, not necessarily erasing any of those things, you can't exclude it, but you can't exclude the other thing either. Like, you got to take everything as it is, because we all got our shit.
Yeah.
Like, we all got our shit. So you can't want somebody to overlook and accept your shit and then not be able to do that for somebody else. That's all I'm going to say about it.
My whole other point is, like, he is not actively saying anything anti-LGBTQ. It's just LGBTQ. He is really, and I might be splitting hairs, but just because you are doing business or you're working with somebody and they might have a little bit of a unfavorable past, everybody's been through some shit. You know what I'm saying? There might have been some things I went through that you wouldn't agree with. Now, I understand he's on a bigger platform, but that definitely does not take away, and I don't think he is flatly endorsing anything anti-LGBTQ. He's not doing conversion therapy. He's not even saying Christianity. He's not even throwing it in our faces like that. So it's just the optics of it just looked bad.
Yeah.
But that's just it. Sometimes
you can't take away from it. It's certain things that he did that are, you know,
you can't. But I think you can't buy into the propaganda like that. I don't buy into the propaganda. Mind. You got to use your own mind and make, and that's kind of really what I'm getting to.
Absolutely.
It's just, you know, decide for yourself if that's going to affect how you see somebody once you finally.
You got to look at the whole resume. You can't just check one bullet point.
Right. You can't just cliff note it, read the first line of each paragraph, and then think you got the whole shit. That worked in high school, but in real life, that's not how I go. That's just where I'm coming from with that whole situation. I believe you know, me personally, I would still stand by him as an ally, and I would still note that. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he wouldn't be on the show.
He wouldn't be on the show.
Way, you know what I'm saying?
So
it is what it is at this point.
So he's an ally, no matter how you slice
so
it.
So if you feel if this is what's gonna
end
the line in the sand,
then drop it.
Respectfully.
That's what it is. But we're gonna continue on, and we're gonna give the man his flowers that he deserves as an ally.
Okay, so let's get into this music. All right, so hold on. First of all,
go ahead.
All right, let me let you intro. Intro the project, and let's get into it.
Let me get my shine on.
Get your shit off.
Go ahead. I do my thing first, or you do yours, your score.
Well, just intro it, and then we're gonna both do our scores. You do your score first, though.
All right.
And then I'll do my score, and then I just have a little disclaimer about it.
Okay. Period. All right. So Donda. This is 10th studio album, which was released on August 29th.
This is the 10th
studio album, solo. I don't think this counts Watch the Throne or Cruel Summer.
Yeah, I wouldn't count those.
I
wouldn't count those.
So 10th studio album came out Sunday, August 29th, 2021. Michael Jackson's birthday just happens to be.
And then who come out on a Sunday?
Right. You know what I'm saying? A whole 27 tracks. A whole entire 27 tracks. I know niggas is releasing 30 tracks, 50 million tracks. But this is Kanye
Who's
West
releasing 50 million tracks?
Chris Brown.
But him and Chris Brown.
I guess. But this is where we at.
Who's, fun fact, tight about not being on the album. That's all I'm going to say. Go ahead.
That part.
Go ahead.
Okay. Let me make sure I got all the facts here straight.
Get it in.
So my score for the album, the whole entire 21 tracks, 27, excuse me.
1 hour, 48 minutes. This shit is damn near 2 hours.
It's a feature film.
It is? No, it is.
It's the length of a feature film.
Double album.
Average. But at the same time,
how you feeling?
This is my shit. It is getting the moon rock. It is a moon rock for me. It is a 91 moon rock. There, I said it. Finally. Shit. It's a moon rock. How you like them apples? How you like them? How do it taste?
Wait a minute.
Wait. How it taste?
Is this your first moon rock?
This is probably my first moon rock of the year. I definitely gave a moon rock before.
You gave this album a moon.
This is a moon rock. It's a 91.
Holy shit.
Yes.
Y'all understand what that is? A moon rock. This is like, you talking about the top 10% of like music.
Yes. Indeed. I see things about this album and I hear things about this album.
Elaborate.
I think is going over, it's going to go over people's heads as far as like how they'll appreciate it in the years when Kanye is not the same person that he was. Just like how he is not the same person that came in and did College Dropout and Graduation. I think in 10, 20 years, people will appreciate this album as something in his catalog that was very much a high point. Because this album is as long-winded as it is. 22 of the songs I think are great.
Oh shit.
Great.
Yo.
These are great fucking songs.
22 for 27.
22 of the songs.
So he could have just kept all of the part 2s and he would have been out of here. Wow.
But of course, the part 2s, some of the part 2s were better versions of the songs that were on the album.
See?
So that's the thing. That's kind of what goes from
combine
it being.
He could have combined those.
He could have combined them.
But you know what that was about? Late registration. You know what I'm saying? They came out after the master's already done. You had to add it to the... Because then they say he made changes. Like he dropped on Sunday, but then I don't think the part 2s was on when it dropped Sunday. And then by Monday or Tuesday, the part 2s was on there.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Something like that happened.
He's still editing the album.
Because you know you could edit the album. It's like a live album.
You could do it.
He did something like that.
Like he was doing for Life of Pablo.
Yes.
He did that for Life of Pablo. And
wait. 91% moon rock.
91 moon rock.
Right. I just had to let that sink in real quick.
91 moon rock, sir. Yes, I'm going to tell you the truth about how I feel about this whole album.
All right, well, wait. Can I get my grade? I got to get my grade because we're
going
to go tit for tat. We're going to go back and forth.
We're going to go back and forth with the songs? All right, let's do it.
Like the same way we just did?
For sure.
Yeah,
this album is like twice as long, though.
But this is why.
This
is my disclaimer. We cannot do this whole album.
We
right?
can't.
So I'm gonna give. Well, your highlights were 22, nigga. So you can't give me 22.
I'm not gonna give you 22.
We're gonna do 5 and 5.
Okay.
And then we'll just talk.
Agreed.
We'll each give one low light.
Agreed.
Let's do that.
Agreed.
Because you gave it a moon rock, so we know how you feel.
I just said it was exhausting. I don't want to exhaust the people.
Exactly. We're not about to sit here because we just went through Lil Nas whole shit.
All
right, so we're not gonna get into the whole 27.
No, we're not doing that.
Songs.
We're not doing that.
With Kanye West, because Donda it's a meal. It's 2 meals. It's a double album. This is like All Eyes on Me type shit. Life After Death type.
You got a whole week's worth of groceries here.
All right, so
what you gave it?
I gave it a 68% loud.
Man.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. The length.
Oh man.
Yeah. I gave a lot of punishment for the length. It wasn't.
You gave him a lot of punishment.
Not a lot, but yeah, it was. I mean, so all right. Go ahead. This your man's. Go ahead. Go in. Elaborate. Why did you feel so strongly about this Kanye West project?
I think it's one of his best albums this side of Dark Twisted Fantasy. It's better than Yeezus.
With that statement you just said, right?
Right.
The way I feel about this project, this reminds me of the gospel Dark Twisted Fantasy.
And I was just going to go there with you with that. Because fun fact. Fun fact, all right.
Why is it like this episode though? This is a special episode. Because for us to be, first of all, the grade's not on with this one. But the first one it was on. But even like the points, they just kind of like
they click.
All right, go ahead.
They're clicking.
Do your thing.
They're
Do your
clicking.
thing.
This
do your
is
thing. Do your
this
thing.
is synergy. This is what you're witnessing. All right. So fun fact: the whole album clean, no curse words. All right. In case you didn't listen to it yet, all of the curse words are bleeped out.
And you can't find a dirty version.
There is no dirty version. It only exists in his studio, and it's probably not gonna ever come out.
I ain't gonna lie, I never seen that before.
I mean,
post parental advisory sticker era.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I guess it's not frankly a new concept to me, but I see why he did it. It's not he's not explicit about it, but it's kind of the first thing you notice.
Exclusively clean, though.
Yeah,
to the point where you can't get the dirty version.
Zero cursing.
That's kind of crazy,
even from the guest artist. So he and this is the only version available, clean version. So,
that's kind of wild, like that you can't even find at least usually they give you the option. You know what I mean? Like you could.
Not this time. So, I definitely think he's following through.
I respect it.
With the following through with the whole creating the gospel album and getting it on the gospel charts, because you can't curse on those albums in order for it to be considered Christian or gospel, which is what he's really trying to do. And this is his second Christian album, because the last one, Jesus is King, was also considered Christian. And, of course, this album, being that it's Kanye West, all over the charts. Like, literally the first 23 songs on the Hot Gospel
is Kanye West. Of course. West. Come on, man. That's a thing.
How it goes. Beating out Kirk Franklin for the record, a number of top hits.
That's hard.
On the Donda album. So anyway, that was the intro. That's how that album is set
Wait,
up.
what did you give it again?
I gave it a 91 Moon Rock.
Okay. I just had to.
This is me.
Just want the fans to be clear.
Be clear. That I think, like I said, it's the best album he's done since Dark Twisted Fantasy. It kind of combines all of the things he was doing between Dark Twisted Fantasy.
I could see that.
Now.
I could see that.
And I'm gonna go ahead and give you just my top 5.
Yeah. Give me your highlights.
My favorite song is Jesus is Lord Part 2. Well, it doesn't even matter, actually. It doesn't even matter if you have the locks in there or not. That song is my favorite because, I just like everything about it, like the wonky beat. Like, it's a dope track, and it's kind of like a little off-kilter. And then Jay Electronica comes through and bulldozes it. Oh. And then, of course, the end, you have, Larry Hoover, his son.
Yes, closes out the album. Closes out the whole project.
And I just love what he said. It's poetic. Like, everything about that song. Now, for reference, that song, to be sure, the part 2 is 11 minutes and 30 seconds.
It's a long joint.
So,
I love when artists do that, though.
I love it, too. When you do it right, not gratuitously.
Jesus, Lord.
Yo, that's my shit. End of the day, if somebody tell you they're going to be doing something for 10 minutes, you play that song. If they ain't back before that song ends, they lied.
We're all live. That was your favorite out of 27.
That's my favorite song.
Wow.
Off the record. I can listen to that song again, and I just like how heartfelt. And that's really the sense of the whole album. Is like, his heart is on the table. He lost his mother. He's about to lose his family. This is a man in a different part of his life, and he's putting his whole self into how much pain he's dealing with, and the friends that he thought he had. Like, it's going through a whole lot. So I think that's why I fuck with the album.
Felt it.
So Jonah, next one. Vori did his thing.
Who is that?
Vori is a songwriter, singer-songwriter. Worked with Beyonce, Jay-Z from Houston, I believe.
Yo.
Used to be his song, and then obviously
the song Jonah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That
makes sense.
That's my shit.
Kanye probably heard that, was like, yeah, give me that.
Right. I don't know how
that song is hard. He
ate it.
No,
right. Hold on. What? Quotable. When you text, change the beginning of every word. You will speak to me with only no cap. That's the quotable.
He had a few of those sprinkled throughout the album. That's a Ye quality, though.
It is a Ye
He's
quality.
known for those punchlines. Like, those are like
Kinda
battle
corny,
rap-esque punchlines.
But with the corniness.
It's
in
ear
it.
grabbers. Like, they just grab your ear and they kind of stick with you like, ooh. Because when you think about it, it's like, first of all, it got the surface value. And then when you think about it, it's like, ooh. A little bit layered.
That's what we learned. That's what we try to achieve.
He's good at that. He is very.
That's what I try to achieve as a
that's one of his necks.
Relatable. But
Like since he first came out, he always had a neck
He's
for
always
that.
been doing that. All right, shit. Hurricane. Hurricane's hard.
You hitting all of mine. Well, nah, 2 of mine so far.
Hurricane is hard.
Hurricane is fire.
As a producer, when you do beat switches, if you're not good at them, it's gonna sound messy.
Hurricane is
So
fire.
Hurricane has like 3 beat switches, and I love the way he just finessed. I love hearing The Weeknd on it. Lil Baby killed it.
It's funny because I listen to certain songs. Like if you put it, just let it play. Certain songs will come on, and you be like, "Oh yeah, this is my joint," and then like it change up. When Baby come on, it sound like a different song. So I'll be forgetting Baby on that one. I'll be like, "Oh yeah, this is the joint with The Weeknd." And then I'm like, oh shit, yeah, the Baby.
No, not first.
Lil Baby is on this.
In the middle. Weeknd came on.
Weeknd opened it up.
Weeknd opened it up. And
80 degrees.
And I can't even be mad at The Weeknd because, you know, The Weeknd's really, really popular, but he's like...
He bodied this shit. He bodied this.
And then Kanye West come on. Same beat, but his flow changes the feel of the beat because he went on a... He did that flow, and it changes kind of how...
I was out for self. And like,
That's the shit right there. Oh, man. I did too.
It'll go down, down, down.
All right. Okay, part 2.
Okay.
Who
was that on part 2? What's her name? I'm not familiar with her.
You're not familiar with
Nah.
Shensi? You got to get familiar.
I'm not familiar.
Let me tell you how, I'm not going to go into a whole thing, but basically my older sisters put me on the Shensi before I knew about her. She's a reggae artist, but her bars, because she raps with the reggae, with the patois.
Yeah.
Shit is hard.
Okay.
Voice, and she could sing too, so clearly that's what you got.
Okay.
And so she broke through. She was on it twice, not on the album twice. She sang on, I forgot, I think it was Junior.
Junior Watson, I be your man.
I think she sang on it. Might have been that record, another record. But this one, she came through and she did both sing and rap on it. I fuck with her. I fuck with her vibe. I fuck with that song.
Okay. Heard you.
And I don't know. I'll just say Moon. He bringing Cudi back. Gave me the whole 808s and Heartbreak type situation.
Yeah.
I really fuck with that.
It's interesting you said that because this project in general, like you mentioned, it gave me 808 and Heartbreak mixed with My Dark Twisted Fantasy. Like those are the 2 peak Kanye moments. I feel like this is blended with a sprinkle of gospel, with like gospel which kind of lathered over it. You know what I'm saying? Like this was that for me.
For real.
Okay, so them was your highlights. Let me give you my highlights. Like I kind of went into a few of yours that you hit on. I like. Junior was one of mine.
Junior Watson.
You like Jonah? I like Jonah too, but Junior was hard. First of all, I thought he was saying Junior Watson. I be on my shit. And I'm like, okay, wait, who is Junior Watson? Like, I never heard of. And then I looked it up. I'm like, oh, Junior Watanabe on my Like, I'm like, oh, this is like some, because Kanye is on his high fashion.
Yeah.
This is like a protege of Comme des Garçons.
Yeah.
And, of course, it makes sense. But I'm like, okay, now the song makes even more sense. I already fucked with it, like, just from the sound of it and how he was going off of it. And then Playboy Cardi went crazy.
I never heard him speak
Baby,
like that.
all his little flow, like he really like. This is what I loved about this project. To me, this whole project is like a compilation rap gospel album produced by Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Like he wasn't the star of this show. Everybody he featured with, like he was the orchestra. He put them together. He was on his Diddy shit, like putting people together with the right songs, with the right beat, with the right tonality, all of that shit. He was measuring everything up. Everybody who showed up showed the fuck out. Like you hearing people giving their best performances thus far that you heard from them on this project multiple times. That's hard to do.
And then he gave you 27 of these. Like, my biggest gripe is the length. It's a lot. This is too much to digest. It was a lot of songs. He could have trimmed a lot of fat for me. Not a lot of fat, but he could have trimmed, like, out of 27, I'm probably loving, like, I could have made a 12-song, 14-song album that's like, you know what I'm saying? But he gave you, you know, he could have made this a deluxe. Give me like 10 at the top of next year or something. Like, he could have, it's just too much at one time. And people, we digest music is in different ways nowadays. That's my whole gripe with it. But Junior was one of my joints. 24. Come on, man. That's like the quintessential. That remind me of going to like my cousin's crib and his mom's is cleaning on a Sunday. Like, I stayed over for the weekend, so we wilding out Friday, Sunday, Saturday night, Sunday morning before my mom's coming to get me and all of that. They cleaning up on Sunday, blasting the gospel joints, and you hear shit like this. That's just like, you don't even got to know what they saying. You just hear it and it give you a certain power. And the way they mixed it and blended it, you see the rollout. He made it to be played in arenas and stadiums and all of that Absolutely. Shit. Kanye always go for the big sound or whatever, but the way they mixed and mastered this shit, it sound crazy in the earbuds. It sound crazy in the Dre beats. It sound crazy in whatever. That joint is fire right there. Remote Control.
That's another one of my
fam. Remote Control got the illest drums on the whole album. Those drums,
bro.
However he programmed them drums, like, was ill. And then he got Young Thug going off on there. Like, the feature selections was just, he kind of bodied this, man. I gave it a 60. What did I give it? A 68% loud. It's on it's on a cusp of, like, this could easily be like a fire Approaching the Moon Rock for me if it was shorter. If it was shorter. But I like a lot more of these joints than I thought I would have liked. Other than that, other than the typical joints, like the Lauren joint, the Lauren flip wasn't my favorite Kanye Lauren flip. You know, he did the
I think it's Believe What I Said.
It was cool. I wasn't crazy about it.
Listen to it.
I didn't mind listening to it, but I didn't love it. The Jail joint I fuck with. I wish he would have just had Hove and the Baby on the same one.
No, I don't even think that the Baby even merited being on that motherfucking
Nah,
track.
he kind of snapped. He kind of snapped. He had his whole debacle. Fuck him. He trying to clean it up. But I'm not with the whole cancel culture. Fuck him. Nigga make a mistake, write him off. He went and he met with organizations. He's kind of taking steps to, you know, correct what he did. He's a young artist. We can't be throwing niggas in the trash like that. He ain't pull a R. Kelly or nothing like that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still, we still need to punish him. He still need to be in timeout in the corner, but he kind of showed up and showed out on this joint. I respect. I fuck with the verse. I fuck with the verse. I wish I could have kind of heard it as one. I didn't need to split it up. It was like, all right, if you're gonna have two of it, and the only difference is gonna be
adding the verse.
Yeah, it's just like you might as well just put it on the one.
Because then it would have made the song like forever long.
Well, yeah, he got 11-minute songs on here already. He ain't worried about that, obviously.
You only need one of those.
Ah, come on. You only need one. But I like the Jail joint. That's kind of like a quintessential Kanye joint for me. Like, that hook is just like, you singing some shit, and the way you saying it, it don't sound like you saying what you saying. Like, guess who's going to jail tonight? Like, you singing that shit like on some joyous shit. Like, that ain't a celebration. Yeah. You singing that shit on some quiet gospel type shit. Like, I ain't honest, I got bias. Like, who's singing that?
And
that's
it's
hard.
On the gospel charts.
It's some different shit. This is what I'm saying. You got to respect that type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know?
But it's dope. But I mean, you know, it is what it is. You got a 91%.
Wait a minute. You got any more highlights or lowlights?
I mean, that was about. We gave a lot.
About the same.
You know, a healthy. What you got more?
Nah, just my own.
I mean, you gave it a moon, right? I mean, that's pretty much self-explanatory right there.
My low light was Heaven and Hell, but that's.
I didn't even mention. I was trying not to mention it.
It's a low light.
Nah, because that was another low light for me. Like, it's 27 songs. Like, we could be here for like another 2 hours.
We really could.
Which is why I'm just kind of like, you know, it is what it is.
Run y'all down,
you know what I'm saying? Ally of the day. Big ups to Kanye for standing strong. This is the early aughts. You got to go check out the video if you haven't seen it. Clearly, you know, earned the Allied title, but you know, he got his shit just like anybody else, just like we all do. But go check out the music and check it out. And all we talking about is the music here. We judging the music, we judging the album. Moonrock.
Moonrock for
Loud.
Kanye.
Moonrock and the Loud, that's a pretty nice combo. Go check it out. Let us know what y'all think. And we're going to keep this shit moving, man. What the fuck is going on in these streets? I know they burning up. We got 2 albums like this come out around the same, like within a month of each other. Within weeks of each other.
Let's talk about
what's going on, man. Let me know.
There's a lot going on. So this is your street correspondent, the real Peasy. You already know what it is. I be out here. Follow me. Holla. You know what I'm saying? All right, so we're going to start with Needle Drop. You know what I'm saying? Needle Drop is the part where I give you a few other choice cuts that, you know, I think y'all should peep because, you know, they part of the community and whatnot. But, you know, because so much dope music out there, we can't necessarily review every fucking thing. Yeah. So, Needle Drop. Victoria Monet. Heard of Victoria Monet?
I've heard of her.
Coasting. She got a cute little ditty.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I did not hear that.
You know, it's a dope record. Definitely go check that out. Rico Casadon.
Come on, Rico.
You know what I'm saying? Fake ass.
It's your fake ass.
It's your fake ass. Flo Hio. Remember Flo Hio?
Yeah, I do remember Flo Hio.
Flo Hio's back.
What's she up to?
She got a new track called Whiplash.
Okay.
And I'm loving the way she flowing.
Really?
Love her flow.
I mean, Flo, with a name like Flo Hio.
You got a flow, right?
I mean,
she's doing that. Juke Marciano. Shout out to Juke Marciano. You know what I'm saying?
What up, Juke?
She did submit this song to us, and I took a listen to the shit. Owe Me.
Yes.
Trying to pimp a butterfly, but niggas can't see past cocoons. She kind of, you know, giving you bars with the whole, and she's definitely religious oriented, just like Kanye.
Yes.
She's from Chicago, so I'm thinking that's a thing.
It's a theme for her though. Like all of her projects, the titles and all that. Like yeah,
she's
it's in a weave.
She's giving it
I love it. It's hard.
She's enticing me with the religiosity, and I fuck
it's
with
all about your style and how you do it.
the
Like
style is doing
everybody's
it.
seasoning ain't the same. Like you know what I mean. Your sea salt might not taste the same.
It's not gonna taste the same. It's not Himalayan.
It's not.
Shout out to Bambi Hanna.
Oof.
You know what I'm saying? He's here with Mr. Nintendo.
Come on, man.
We checked him out a few weeks ago at $3 Bill when we performed there. The Alliance performed there for our listening party.
Had the pleasure of sharing the stage, opening up.
Stage with Bambi Hanna for OTA.
Pre-show, yep.
Drag show. All right, so we met him there, and you know he was cool, dude. His song "Mr. Nintendo" definitely worth checking out. All right, getting into some news biz. It's a lot of local news popping, and reporting on these Q+ artists. Let's give it up to DDM.
Okay.
Now known as Dapper Dan Midas.
What he do?
You know what I'm saying? He has a article on the Washington Post, which is a pretty big publication if you ain't heard of it. And he's honoring Michael K. Williams as an influence for his last album, The Ballad of Omar.
Yes,
yeah.
yeah.
And of course, rest in peace to Michael K. Williams. Pretty much giving a voice to queer people growing up in the city who are of color. And it was kind of the first time something like that been done. And so
that's fly.
A lot of DDM's kind of like identity kind of was formed from the Omar character of The
I
Wire.
love that project too. So, that was my shit.
They kind of gave it up and talked about the songs. And shout out to DDM. We reviewed his album last year.
Mm-hmm. I gave that a high fire. That was
it's a beautiful album.
Yeah, I got to check that out if you haven't.
To kind of hear this context, really see. I kind of knew where he was going, but he broke it down. So that's where we at. Shout out to Troy Weeks.
Come on, Troy.
No,
T-Dub.
Because you already know he's out in these streets.
Come on, man.
This is like
stay out here.
Bar none, period. So he's so much out in these streets that PBS did a documentary for basically people that be out in these streets singing in the subway. And guess who pops up?
Who?
Troy motherfucking Weeks, of course. You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Busking is a thing, where people sing on the subway, sometimes for money, sometimes they do it because music kind of
What's it called?
Busker.
Busking. Okay.
Busker is what you call them.
Interesting. I never knew it was a term. That was a term. Like,
it's the term. And it's kind of been something that's been more embraced now in New York than it has ever really been before. You had a mayor that was totally against it, Mayor LaGuardia of New York City, like I think during the 30s and whatnot. He was against it. He thought they were beggars.
And they named the airport after him.
And they named the fucking airport and a performing arts high school after this motherfucker, and he wasn't seeing it. He wasn't seeing the vision then.
Bum ass.
So, but anyway, the documentary, PBS documentary is out. It's called What's It Like Performing on the Subway. Troy Lee, shout out to you.
Okay.
Azealia Banks.
What she do?
Almost
forgot about this.
She just sold out 4 nights at the Webster Hall.
That girl.
We went to one of them shows.
That girl.
We
did.
We showed up.
A couple people went to a few of them shows.
A few people went to them shows.
We happened to go to the last
We
one.
went to the very last one on September 3rd, Labor Day weekend.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? This is the day after she performed that Wednesday, and
That was Ida.
that was the
We had the
rained out
remnants.
one.
Remnants of Ida.
Remnants of Ida came.
Where I
and
got
smashed
trapped
through the city.
on Manhattan, the island, and couldn't make it home.
And she was still performing. The kids was getting their life, and they found themselves in the same situation.
Trapped.
And you know what's crazy? I originally bought my ticket for that.
For that
day.
Wednesday, you'd have been trapped.
Can you imagine? But you.
I can imagine.
You would.
I can actually
you can
imagine.
because
That's what's crazy.
Do you have anything you would like to talk about for that trip?
Well, I
How
was
was that
actually
going?
out and about on that Wednesday, but then following, like you mentioned, we both went to the show on that Friday where Miss Azealia Banks came out, showed up, showed out
She did.
for a little bit, temporarily.
She showed up temporarily.
You know what I'm saying? Ain't have no openers, mind
She
you.
has 0 openers.
Webster Hall,
Webster
popping.
Popping.
wall to wall, shoulder to shoulders, packed in there,
Drinks.
mask on. Not really mask on.
It wasn't
Everybody
mask
vaccinated
on.
though. They was checking for vax. You had to be vaxxed to get
They
up in
had
there.
to be vaxxed. They had to be vaxxed.
She came out for about 45, 50 minutes.
Good 45, 50.
Strong 45 though.
Strong
45.
Strong.
And then I saw her chuck the deuce at about the 47.45 mark. And
That
she was
wasn't
like,
where it was supposed to end.
no, it wasn't at all. I saw her chuck the
wasn't.
deuce. She had mentioned that she might have popped a Xanny or two.
Oh my God.
And she was like, I'm out of here.
Oh my
I
God.
gave my minimum.
Bro.
Y'all came, y'all bought a few drinks, y'all bought enough drinks.
I understand.
We about to be out. I done did 5 sold out bitches. And y'all about to get, what I got to give.
You don't understand. I showed up for Treasure Island and she didn't give me Treasure Island.
I get it. She bit off more than she could chew. Like, she came out of the pandemic, ain't performed in a year and a half. And then you like, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Give me all the shows. Oh, the first one showed out? Oh, the second one? Fuck it. Book me
Yeah.
for like 7 more.
And she was performing her ass off, if you believe.
Listen, man, it was a strong 45 minutes.
If you seen her stories and you seen the fan videos, she was performing her ass off for the earlier shows. But she definitely kind of.
She definitely did all of my. She did my top 5 joints from her.
She did
which
the
I only
whole-
have about 5 joints from her.
She, I'm gassing this. She don't really have that big. She got definitely iconic shit. She did the whole 1991 EP as 4 tracks. She did what she was supposed to do.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad.
She just missed a couple of years.
more than some of the
She
ones
missed a few people
like.
though. She had a good hour left to go.
She
Like,
could
come
have
on.
did a little bit.
Come on, man.
But she
Come
had
on, man.
more
She
hits
shorted
than
us.
what
She shorted
showed
us.
up with. But she went and did an after party. She definitely did that because there was videos of that, and I didn't realize it until the next day. I saw a story. She did an after party at a club called Baby's All Rights in Williamsburg.
Okay.
And apparently she did extra shit. So I'm kind of mad. We didn't get to go.
See,
to
she
that.
probably was saving
She was
juice.
saving juice for that.
it
So
is
she
what
was
it is.
there. She was there.
You can't do that. Fuck it.
But at the same, we enjoyed ourselves. We ended up going to where?
Boiler Room.
Guess who did Boiler Room?
Is it up yet? I thought it was a little clip on. I ain't know. But
I mean,
it is what it is.
Listen, we end up at the Boiler Room.
It is what it
if
is.
you guys are not aware,
It was a fun night, man. It was a nice night. We got it in.
It was
But
a
shout
great-
out to Azealia Banks for
Shout
giving
out.
us a little 2-step,
Shout
45-minute little, little intermission, open a set as a closer. We appreciated it.
shout out to the Emmys happen September 19th. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the Q Plus presence there. I'll just get into a few of them. MJ Rodriguez, shout out to you for being first trans actor nominated as a series lead for Pose, of course.
Got snubbed.
Bowen Yang, shout out to him for being nominated for Best Supporting SNL. And RuPaul, shout out to her, him, her.
Yo, you an idiot. I can't believe.
Shout out to
But why did you go
RuPaul.
back to the her though? You was good.
Shout out to Auntie RuPaul, 11th Emmy win, setting the record, won by a person of color.
Okay.
And RuPaul's Drag Race setting a record as most awarded competition at Emmys. And, that's what's up. The next segment I got, we're just going to talk about this a little bit. This is Vintage Vibes. If you guys remember Vintage Vibes, a little thing I did last year, we talk about some of, the past work of some of our favorite allies and Q plus celebrities that have been out, some of the more influential folks. So if you haven't heard Aaliyah, you know what I'm saying? Aaliyah is here.
I heard.
Finally, you know what I'm saying?
She's screaming.
And she is streaming, honeys. Her third album, the Red album, the self-titled album, came out that Friday that we went to see Azealia, September 3rd. It finally hit streaming. And I just kind of wanted to get into that album.
That album was crazy.
With that album?
That album was crazy. I remember buying a CD. Like, that was like CD era.
Yes.
I remember seeing a cover. She was on it. I remember the way she had the A. I remember it was it was highly anticipated.
Yeah.
More Than a Woman and all of that. Like, she had a string of joints that was just like, okay, this is the vibe. And then when you heard the whole project, it was one of those albums you could just listen from top to bottom. Like, it was one of those for me. And you don't have that many albums like that.
I'll tell you what.
She was a special artist, man.
She indeed was a special artist. And when that album came out, I remember going to buy that album as well, just off of the strength of the little promo video, the cartoon promo video that they had. That, she was doing something that was futuristic, and the sound of it was very sleek and mature. And I didn't I will say this, I didn't appreciate the album as much as I do now. When I heard it, I did like it. Like, it was very different from what R&B was given in 2001. Because get this, it came out the same week as Alicia Keys' Songs of A Minor. And Alicia Keys was the new bitch.
Yeah.
But, number one was Alicia Keys, and Aaliyah came in at number 2. So, but that's just a little tidbit about that album. But at the time, as innovative as that album was, I respect it so much more now, because I can definitely listen to it top to bottom. But it's out, you know what I'm saying? It came out originally July 7th, 2001 in Japan, and then it came out July 17th in the States. Back then that's distribution, you know what I'm saying? Niggas had to ship albums around the fucking world. Sometimes there's a little bit of lag.
I run that up.
You would get, certain dates for certain countries.
Yeah.
But I definitely remember buying that album.
Okay. Go run them streams up, man. Definitely.
When it came out.
That's hard that it's out finally, because I know that was a
Shout
process.
Shout out to that. You know what I'm saying? Vintage Vibes. It's an amazing album. And I'm going to go ahead and just leave it at that. That's what's going on in these streets.
Okay.
You already know what it is.
Man, listen, the streets always burning up. You know what we like to do around this time? It's time to have a smoking session in the smoking section. Come on, man. New set.
You already know.
You know what I'm saying?
What's happening?
Stepped it up a little bit.
It's good.
I'm going to give it to the people, man. Are drug tests going extinct? That's the question we got for today. We always have a little query. We always have a little question of the day. What's going on with the drug tests? Apparently, the workforce is low. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of labor out here, but it's also a lot of unemployment. You like, damn, how does that happen? There got to be a lot of jobs going on. A lot of motherfuckers that's looking for work. Weed is legal now. They out here smoking. It was a pandemic. You was home for a year. What you was doing? Sitting home all this time doing what? You could walk around New York right now with an O in your pocket. Come on, man. We blowing down. So I can't go to Amazon. I can't go to Target. I can't get a little, you know what I'm saying? Get a little part-time gig. Get a little warehouse gig. Get a little cashier gig. Any type of gig. That's drug testing and drug screening. Come on. You testing for what? Like, you still screening for weed? It's legal out here. I could carry it. I could smoke it. So I could go on my lunch break and smoke it right now. But you going to screen me for it? So because of the combination of the legalization of marijuana and the shortage in the workforce, a lot of these employers, they pulling back. They changing their policies. They like, look, we're going to compromise with y'all. Y'all could go ahead and smoke y'all shit. We ain't even going to screen y'all for drug tests no more. Come through. Reapply. We need y'all. Y'all need us. Let's make it work. And that's pretty much what it boils down to. One of the big wigs, one of the big players, Amazon, who is like one of the top employers right now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody buying from Amazon. Everybody using it. Everybody want to work there. They decided back in June that they were going to change their policy and they were going to stop screening for drug tests and marijuana. So you could go there, you can smoke all you want, you ain't got to worry about that no more. Wow. Now, coming from a personal standpoint, that used to be a point of anxiety for me because, you know, especially younger growing up, you ain't really have stable employment. You might work a job here and there. You might be employed here for a few months. You're still trying to figure it out. Every new job you get, you like, damn.
Guess who's going to jail tonight?
I'm going to be honest. I got priors. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm a smoker. I've been smoking for a minute now. So it's like you got to go through that whole trial. Then you got to try to get the juices and the liquid to try to get the shit out your system. Oh, this juice might you drink this, or you drink water for a week before. You might pass the test. You go through all that shit. I passed the test before. I also failed the test. And the shit ain't fun. You know what I'm saying? You go through all of the trials and tribulations of making it to a point in the application process. And now they drug test you and they like, all right, my nigga, we got to send you home because, you know, you smoking that gas. You knew you was smoking the gas. Why you come out here? But that's neither here nor there. Now we turn in the page and we get to the point where you got the biggest employer and they changing their policy on drug testing. So it's like, all right, this is going to start the wave. This is the start of the wave here. You know what I'm saying? Looking at a percentage, they're saying employers across 43 countries, 45,000 employers. 9% of them, that comes to about like 4,000, are saying, you know, they've admitted to being a little lenient and saying, you know what, we're not going to drug test no more. Y'all just come on in, come through, let's make it work. Wow. In Australia, it's not just happening in, you know, the United States. In Australia, they passed a law where they mandated drug tests for all jobs back in November 2020. And now they seen a super drop in the workforce. And now all of the you know, the employers and the business owners, they pleading with the government like, look, we gotta figure this out because we can't hire nobody. You know what I'm saying? You dropping our work pool by like 30% easy off top just by screening people for weed. Like, you know, everybody smoke weed, cut it out. But it is happening. And Amazon, not only are they saying they're gonna change their work policy, but they taking it a step further and they're showing their support. They put out like a little PSA letter, you know, showing their support for the Cannabis Administration Opportunity Act, which is spearheaded by you know, a New Jersey representative. Shout out to Senator Cory Booker. But that will pretty much federally legalize marijuana. You know what I'm saying? It'll kind of retroactively release a lot of people from jail that have, you know, marijuana charges that's been in jail for a long time. It'll make it to where it's off of that. I think it's the Act 1. It's certain levels as far as drugs, you know, things that are considered drugs. And cannabis is up there with like heroin and shit right now. Like on some, it don't even make sense where they have marijuana at. So this act will remove it off of that and, you know, make it federally legal. It's already legal statewide. Certain states have legalized it. It's just stupid. But they're gradually making their way. But Amazon is putting their foot out there and they taking a stance like, yo, listen, we fighting. We're gonna make a stance. We want to push this forward. We want to legalize it federally. Let's get this corrected. And, you know, it's just going to set an example for all of these employers out here across the nation. They already feeling it financially. So that's where you're going to hit somebody. You hit them where it hurt in their pockets. Yeah. They see it in the workforce. It's already legalized. So you can't roll back the time. They already legalized it. So you can't tell me I can smoke it and then you ain't going to hire me for smoking it. Hey, man, that's where we at with it, man. And on that note, oh, man, light this shit up right now since they legalizing it. They ain't gonna be drug testing no more. I might give me a little part-time side. Let me go holler at Amazon real quick, see what they need. You know what I'm saying? I might give me a little part-time weekend gig. You know what I mean? I need a little extra cash flow.
Period.
And we're gonna end it on a
Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up. Now who really tryna hit? One puff, puff, then we pass, then we pass, then we pass. This is it. What? Fettuccine with the team, we getting lit. What? Got it rolled up.
turn to Stan Twitter, as he coined it.